Annyeong Buzz! Welcome back to the channel where we break down everything happening in the K-pop world. And today, we're talking about something huge. aespa just took home a major award in Japan. And honestly, it's not just another trophy on the shelf. It says a lot about where they are as a group, especially in the Japanese market. And I've got some thoughts to share on what this all really means. So, here's the scoop. aespa recently won Best Song Asia at the Music Awards Japan 2025 for their song Supernova. Yes, you heard that right. Supernova is making shockwaves not just in Korea, but also across the sea in Japan. And what's even more impressive is that this award show is no small event. It's hosted by 5 major music organizations in Japan, including the Recording Industry Association of Japan. It's kind of like Japan's Grammy equivalent, so aespa's win here is no joke. Now, if you're like me, you're probably already humming the chorus of Supernova in your head. That song is such a banger. Powerful vocals, intense beats, and of course the kind of futuristic vibe that aespa has totally made their own. So to see it recognized at this level just makes sense. But beyond the music, I think this win also shows how strategic aespa has been in entering the Japanese market. Let's not forget, aespa only officially debuted in Japan last July with Hot Mess. And then just a month later, they were performing at the Tokyo Dome. That's not something most groups get to do, especially not so early in their Japanese career. For context, Tokyo Dome is like the venue in Japan. If you perform there, you've made it. And aespa not only performed there, they packed the place with nearly 94,000 fans. And now, less than a year after that debut, they've got this major award under their belt and are gearing up for their first official Japanese fan meeting later this week. It's happening on May 24th and 25th at Pier Arena MM, and I bet it's going to be full of tears, screams, and lots of light sticks. The fan meeting is titled To My World, which is such a sweet name. It really sounds like aespa is opening their hearts to their Japanese fans and inviting them into their universe. But let's pause for a moment and talk about why this matters. Because it's not just about one award or one concert, it's about how aespa is expanding their reach as artists. And they're doing it in a way that's very aespa. They're not trying to blend in with what's already popular in Japan. They're bringing their own futuristic virtual world concept, and Japanese fans are loving it. I've seen comments online from Japanese netizens praising their stage, presence, and visual creativity. And honestly, I think Japan is a perfect market for aespa. Japan has always embraced bold visuals, unique storytelling, and strong girl groups. Just look at the success of Kara or Twice there. aespa fits into that tradition, but they're also pushing boundaries with their concept, and that makes them stand out even more. Also, I want to highlight how consistent aespa has been lately. Between Korean comebacks, international stages, brand deals, and now awards, they're not letting up. And in the crazy competitive world of K-pop, consistency is what builds a legacy. Winning awards like Best Song Asia isn't just about current popularity, it's about being respected in the industry, and that's a huge win for aespa. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think aespa's strategy in Japan is setting a new standard for K-pop groups going global? Or do you think this is just the beginning and we'll see even bigger things from them soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I love reading your takes, especially the hot ones. So let's talk a bit more about the song that got them this award, Supernova. It's bold, it's cinematic, and it feels like a musical upgrade from their earlier tracks. aespa has always had this experimental sound, but Supernova balances that with a level of polish and emotional impact that really hits you. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is the aespa sound evolving. What's interesting is that they were up against Flav's Way for Love, which is also a strong song. But aespa took it, and I think that says a lot about how Korean girl groups are not only competing in Japan, they're dominating in ways we haven't seen before. And honestly, this also reflects a broader trend. K-pop artists aren't just doing Japanese versions of their songs anymore. They're investing in real Japanese discographies, doing local fan meetings, and building genuine relationships with Japanese fans. It's not just marketing, it's engagement. And aespa is doing it right. Now let's get real for a second. This is also a big moment for SM Entertainment. After some rocky years, aespa is showing that the company can still create groups that are relevant and global. SM has had its share of ups and downs, but aespa feels like a strategic win. And the fact that they're getting major awards overseas kind of restores faith in SM's ability to produce groups that can compete not just in Korea, but internationally. What also impresses me is aespa's stage presence. Whether it's the Tokyo Dome or a Korean comeback stage, they never seem out of place. Karina, Winter, Ningning, and Giselle, each of them brings something different, but they work together so seamlessly. And let's be honest, aespa's visuals are next level, but it's their charisma that makes people stay. You can have a pretty group, but if they don't own the stage, it means nothing. And aespa, they own every stage. Let's also not overlook how meaningful this is for the fans, the MYs. Because being part of a fandom is not just about streaming and voting, it's about celebrating milestones like this. Seeing your fave win a prestigious award in another country, that's validation. That's pride. And I think that connection between aespa and their fans is only getting deeper. Speaking of fans, I want to know your favorite aespa moment in Japan so far. Was it the Tokyo Dome concert, the Hot Mess debut, or this latest award win? Tell me in the comments, and if you've been to one of their Japanese events, please share your experience. I love reading those stories, and it helps other fans feel more connected too. And I just want to say this, for a group that debuted in the middle of a pandemic, aespa is doing incredibly well. They didn't have the luxury of big in-person events at the beginning. They had to build their brand digitally, and now that they can finally meet fans face-to-face, they're making up for lost time in the best way possible. We're seeing the evolution of aespa in real time, from their early Black Mamba days to this polished and internationally recognized version of themselves. And with this Japan fan meeting coming up, I honestly think they're going to gain even more momentum. Fan meetings might not seem as flashy as award shows or music videos, but they're so important for building lasting loyalty. If you've ever gone to one, you know how personal and memorable they are. And maybe this is just me, but I think we're going to see a full Japanese album from aespa very soon. This award, the fan meeting, the momentum, it all feels like a build-up. And when that happens, oh, it's going to be huge. So yeah, major congrats to aespa for winning Best Song Asia at the Music Awards Japan 2025. They deserve it, and I'm excited to see how they continue to grow as artists and performers. But now I want to turn it over to you. Do you think this is the start of aespa's long-term dominance in Japan? Are you hoping for a full Japanese tour or album? And what did you think of Supernova when you first heard it? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you're a Mai watching from Japan or from anywhere in the world, let us know how you're supporting the girls. I'll be reading every comment as always. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you in the next update. Until then, this has been Annyeong Buzz, where K-pop news always comes with a little extra buzz.